on the ball and ready to go. If you go out to the plains, you're going out to the swamp, going to the mountains, which are the three deadliest places, I would say. You gotta be prepared. The Black Forest, meh, you gotta be prepared. But if, like me and previous people I've played with, you pretty much live near the Black Forest, you don't have to be that prepared because you can just run back to your house. You know, you can run for safety. But the other three places, now you want to have a base there, and you want to, you should have a base almost in every biome. It makes it easy. I mean, I'm like right in the middle of this swamp. Let's see. Yeah. So there he is. I've got this whole farm, this whole this whole swamp to farm, and it's got a lot of crypts. And then there's one across the way. I've already built a little place, so all he has to do is portal right over to it. Boom, boom, boom. He can just start working. I have a place up here and a place here too, but I found this stone keep here. Decided, hey, let's fix that up. It's safe and it's closer to everything, so it makes it real, real nice. Makes it real, real nice. But yeah, he's just farming the hell out of these places. Oh, look who's coming. Yeah, I think, no, maybe I didn't do that one yet. But once you've dominated the swamp, I mean, you've put your foot down in it, it's not that difficult. I mean, like you don't see all sorts of Draugr and skeletons and all sorts of madness coming after me. I'm hanging out here. It's not a big deal. Once you've literally asserted your dominance in the swamp, you're good to go. It's not that big a deal. Now, the plains, that's a different thing. You don't assert your dominance there. The goblins will whoop on you 24/7. The best technique I've come up with for plains, if you find a village, a goblin village, is roll up on it with a Draugr bow and some good arrows like obsidian or needle arrows, and stealth up on them and start plunking the brutes and the wizards. If you can get all of them dead before anybody really catches on to the fact that you're there, you start plinking the little guys. And once you get a good number of them done, because you're bound to miss one, they're wanderers, the goblins, so they're always not always all at the village. So, yeah, you plink them all off, and then armor up, drink a healing potion, and run in and slaughter the rest of them and dominate that village. Because once you take down like your first goblin village, it's tight because you'll get a lot of supplies out of that. You get like tons of hides, a decent amount of wood, all sorts of black metal. It's tight. Now the mushroom thing, let me show you. Because I kept having my torch go out down here, I placed them down in the bottom of this place. So the basement's lit up. My man Kevin out there, he's got one of these going too. I think he's just outside the swamp though, but this just happened to be in the swamp, so I had no choice. Work with what you got, you know what I mean? Unless you want to build from the ground up. I mean, basically I just found something and worked with it. And for quick little bases, that's the best way. So yeah, he's pretty much hooked up here. You can see his health is good. He's been farming here for days. He's already hit about 5 crypts. Pulled mad iron out of them. I mean, it's a pretty peaceful place once you've dominated it a little. And you want to be good at jumping. Because it's really the main way to stay away from leeches. something's behind me already. Yeah, skellies. But here's the bone mass sacrifice table. It's pretty tight. Big old skull. You can't beat that. But everything's in this swamp. I believe my buddy set up in a similar type of swamp. I mean, I did find one, yeah. A couple of them I saw that way. Let's run this way. We're going to find ourselves a good crypt to raid. This one's empty. I already did it. But when I finished my run last night, I basically went out and looked for the other crypts. There's a good way to farm these guys, too. The Surtlings. I want to do it, I just don't have the... Oh, I do have the equipment on me, actually. But I'd really like to have some fire resistance, because they can be a real ball buster. Alright, so this one's dead. Did I mark it dead? Yes, okay. Alright, I see where the other one is. Alright. Let's see if I can jump, that way the leeches really can't lock onto you. It eats up a lot of stamina, but I'd rather eat up my stamina than get poisoned. Alright. Yeah, hopefully I brought all the equipment I need. Of course not. I don't know if you can... frag. I hate when I do that. So yeah, you gotta be prepared. Oh, don't go that way yet. You can see I was on top of that one. That's why there's a torch up there. I'm just gonna run back to the house real quick because I forgot some shit. Because I'm not... I just disobeyed everything I just said. Be prepared. Oh. Stamina's way low. Shit. Better to do that than to fight them face to face. They poison the shit out of you. So you can get caught up real quick doing dumb shit if you don't pay attention to what you're doing. And then what'll happen? I had to update the Beppin X from the... I went to the Thunder store to get it. Because I tried updating it through the GitHub, but they didn't have the right one apparently. But you always need 10 wood for a workbench, so I'll just take advantage of this moment to dump some stuff. 2, 10, 20. That's all you need for gating. Alright, back to what I was doing. He doesn't have an axe on him, that's the problem. I didn't want to carry the extra weight. Meanwhile, I think he's carrying like 2 swords. a silver and a black metal. So yeah, this is pretty much the easiest way to do this. Just gotta remember to bring all the shit with you. And yeah, you can take your wishbone and go in there, and you can find what you need also, but crypts to me are actually pretty easy. You know, before you go in, you want to set yourself up, because this is how I was able to recover my body quickly. So drop that bad boy.
Here you go, man.
Hey, man. And drop this bad boy, and you're all set. Then you pretty much own in this crypt. Ain't nobody gonna get in there.
That looks cool.
I went out this morning too, and I forgot to pick some up. But yeah, now you got the workbench, throw up the gate. I can go to my main base anytime I need to. Boom. Now we dominate this crypt without a problem. First thing I like to do is this. Whoa. Clear these guys out before you get involved with other shit. You don't want dudes wandering up on you while you're working. Like this guy here. You definitely don't want them wandering up on you to poison the shit out of you. So you want to make sure the dungeon is empty. Find yourself a stash box. Then you can mine for a while down in here. You don't have to keep leaving. You know, figure out the layout of what's around you. I usually start from the furthest point because then I can work my way out of the crypt, rather than working my way in and then having to carry all the shit all the way out. I basically try to pile everything towards the front. That way I can just get it the fuck to my main base as quickly as possible. I hear flies, so that means there might be a drog or farm on the inside of here if I can get in there. Let's see. I'll show you, it's a great technique. Farm the shit out of these guys. It's kind of gross, but because I imagine if it was real, it would stink. Well, he's there now. And it's funny how this metal looks like brains. I mean, it's supposed to be like a muddy slag pile, but it looks like a big brain. I'm dry again. How is that possible? I'm standing in a big old puddle. I guess. And if you hear flies, that means there's probably a drogger nest inside here. Maybe. So just try not to knock down the whole wall, because then you can farm the hell out of them. Because they'll keep spawning, and you can just keep shooting them. Entrails. And you make sausages with them. Yeah, it's kind of messed up. And the last thing you want is a blob to shoot you in the face with its poison. Nope, that's not where the nest is. It might be beyond. The sound effects in the dungeon might just be screwing with you. You might never find a nest, but you'll hear one the whole time you're down here. Well, you just gotta believe, that's all. And yeah, I can turn on the light, but I personally, I don't do the light. And you can see what that one doing. Well, I mean, it's bright, that's all. Sometimes you tend to see better without it, that's all. So, but in this case, no. That's my torch in this room. It might be a dead end. There flies, though, so there might be a nest in there. Oh, there's a grogger now. There's a big old sloppy hog. But literally, my dude's got so much iron right now, I can make endless armor and weapons. It's awesome. Yeah, they're always hiding around the corner. Big dicks like that. I hope there's a nest in here. Yeah, I think there is. Farm you till my... Yep, there is. I'll farm you till my bow breaks. Come on, farm, baby. Oh, you're not gonna farm for me? You bitch. Oh, I definitely have enough intestines. But I want more. Alright. Not gonna spawn for me, so it's a big pile of bodies. Yum. Withered bones. You can't smoke them. I think they're for the boss. I always forget. What the fuck? I have so many fucking withered bones, it's fucking disgusting. I don't understand why they spawn so much. Like, I'm only gonna fight the boss maybe a couple times. Highly unlikely I'm gonna fight him as many times as I have bones for. Yeah. And like, once you've asserted your dominance in this crypt, that's it. You're pretty much owning this thing. Ain't nobody messing with you. You can just sit around and do whatever the hell you want. As long as you made sure the passage is clear, no other monsters are going to come down here. So you're pretty much safe down here. And you just mine away. And I've seen some people like not mine completely through the door that way. You don't have to fight the monster at all. And you'll probably still get plenty of iron. I mean, but I'm after more than iron, so I want them intestines. Give me your entrails, you dirty scumbags. I'm gonna make sausage. Yum. Oh, I ain't already. It's pretty much all my people eat. What a fucking steel gate. That's new. I mean, I like it. Ow. Okay. Can't find one through the gate though, that's the problem. Can't shoot through the gate. They probably can, but I can't. Yeah, farm for me, baby. Keep them coming. Come on. No? You jit me? You really jit me. No, it just ain't growing. Yesterday, I just stood outside the door and shot like 100 of them. It was nuts. I shot until my bow broke.
I was gonna say you shot 200 arrows.
No, I had plenty of arrows. My bow broke. I had to go fix my bow and come back. This will probably be my stash box, since it's central to all this. I mean, why leave the crypt? Because outside the crypt, there's all sorts of shit trying to kill you. So you may as well just stay in here until you're done with what you're doing. Oh, maybe there is a farm still. You don't want a piece of me. I know I don't want a piece of you. I see you. Yay! Farm time. Come on, bring him. Hit me. Yeah, there he is. Come on. See, I get sneak attack mostly. So we just die. One shot. Because they never see it coming. And the ones that do, they just get a couple shots, that's all. No, it'll keep going and the guys get tougher. But because I'm sneak attacking them, it don't matter. They just drop. Usually I'll wait until there's like one guy with a sword and I'll plink him one time and then run in and just kill him and take everything. Nice try. One right on top of me. This isn't the ideal fight. But it works. You get the idea. And they'll start spawning with like arrows drawn, ready to take you out. It's like the game knows you're up to some shit. Oh! Oh, he's in the rock. There we go. Oh, shit. Point blank. Oh, he's in the rock. Will he come out? Yep. Watch my health. Oh! Yeah, this is an elite guy. It's that thing on the left. Whoa. Yeah. So basically everything on the floor there is like intestines. So I'm like, man, this room must smell great. Well, they're dead. So this is rotty goo. Ooh, nice. He was ready to kill me, I guess. Whoa, oh, point blank. Point to the face. Whoa. Oh, fuck. Oh, my bow's about to break. I've got like maybe 2 more shots if I'm lucky. See, the game knows and it starts spawning them in weird places so you can't hit them. Right, it's time to wreck. Since I'm waiting for the bow to break, I've got like one more shot. Alright. Let's see what I got. 47. Not bad. Plus I got these trophies. Their heads. Yum. Keep them up. Yum. And that is how you find fucking Zaga. It's pretty easy. And you can get a shit ton of stuff. And then once you're making sausages, forget it. Fucking, you're due to be super strong. Just like me. I mean, I have to eat, but... And I'm not carrying any sausages at the moment. But I'm also eating teriyaki salmon wraps. So... So he's living good. And that gives you 65 health. So that's a good boost. And on top of that, with the Queen's Jam, forget it. He's good to go. And then you just, every once in a while, you want to make sure you empty this fucking thing out. Don't get lost in the friggin' dungeon, because I do that like all the fucking time. And bring your shit out to your fucking portal. Get the fucking shit out of here, because if you die, you don't want to have all this shit stashed down here. Because then, alright, did I go the wrong way? I feel like I went the wrong way. Oh, no, I went the right way. No, not really. And then you're all set. You just keep fucking back and forth. I mean, again, this is my server, so yeah, you can teleport with ore. So a lot of, unless you've manipulated your single player with Valheim Plus, you probably can't teleport with ore. But yeah, that seems kind of silly. You're already going through enough shit. If you have to like boat this shit back and forth from your house every time, you'll be here all day. You'll be here all week in real life. I ain't got time for that, and neither do you. So you can teleport with ore. That way I can just bounce home. My man walks right up to his forge, dumps it right in the forge. Uh-oh. There's a lot of things going on at home, so when I teleport in, it tends to freak out a little. I've got this macro, so I don't have to push the button 60 times. And then he'll just sit here and make ore all night. If I'm burning, here, you want to see something frightening? This will really hurt you. Watch this shit. You're like, oh man, I need metal bad. I don't. I now have an iron overflow. That's how much iron I have. Last night I made like 5 suits of padded leather with iron. So yeah, all my characters are all souped up now with mad armor. Made a bunch of steel weapons. I got a whole locker box full of weapons and armor now. So all my characters are totally set. Arrows, archer, armor. I even made, I like these. Better than that. I like the wolf pelt. It's good for the cold weather. But the cloth capes was cooler looking. For some reason they make his arms look that much beefier. He looks brutal now. But this guy is brutal. This character's tough, so. And that's another thing. I'm going into the swamp with like a mad strong character. This guy is like mad strong. So I can't lose. But I went in with that mentality yesterday and died to the dumbest damn thing, and ended up having to rescue myself, which was hilarious. I literally sat here looking at my dead body for like a minute going, I can't believe I just fucking died. How dumb was that? It was all because I didn't eat and pay attention to my hit points. Yeah. In Valheim, dumb will kill you like every time. Every time. If you go into this shit unprepared, dead. You don't pay attention to your health meter, you're dead. You don't pay attention to the shape of your weapons, you're dead. It's just a fact. There's no arguing it. Valheim is an easy game. Unless you're not paying attention. And then you're dead. Watch the commercial. You conquered Modar. And then you died. It's just the way it goes. It's like I said about that Steam guy this morning, and we were all laughing. Fucking some guy on Steam posted that he went to the plains accidentally, died, and he's now spent like the last 6 lives trying to get his body back. So he's got like a trail of gravestones going from the plains back to his house. Don't go to the plains when you ain't ready. Don't do it. Oh, the plains will munch you. Goblins, and they're tough as shit. They're mean as shit. And it doesn't matter what, I mean, even the strong, you can't get stronger than this guy. You will never develop a character stronger than him. That's it, he's maxed. And he don't go to the plains. You go to the plains, you gotta be twice prepared. The plains are tough. Once the goblins get the advantage on you, you're done. They'll beat you to death. If you look on at the Thunder store, Kevin, should be like right there. And then just copy paste it and you're good. But yeah. Once they start beating on you, and I can turn off the shake, the camera shake when they're hitting you, so you're not like traumatized. But honestly, I'm like, that's pretty realistic. If like 5 guys were beating on you with clubs, you would have a hard time seeing straight. So I say it's fair. Don't let them beat on you with clubs. That's what I say. Use my tactic and you will survive in the plains. Always stealth up on the village. Hit them with arrows, kill as many of them as possible from a distance without them even knowing you're there. And then maybe you'll have to fight 5 max. You gotta fight more than that, you're done. It's over. Oh, that's for the candle. I got all bougie and bought a candle. But yeah, you don't want to mess around with no goblins. I hear that laugh, I run. Oh! No, I run. That's it, I'm out. Fuck that. No. And that's what'll get you. You'll be running, your stamina will run out, and they'll catch up, because they're fast. And there's usually 5 of them, because they travel in gangs, because they're mean. And they beat every single thing they see. And if they see you, you're like #1 target. So park your boat too close to the plains, you're coming back to wreckage. The goblins find it, they will smash it. No doubt, without a second thought, they will wreck that shit. You know, you gotta park it offshore, way offshore. Don't park it near the plains, period. Just don't do it. Travel into the plains on foot. That's what I do. Well, you park your boat someplace nearby that isn't plains. And then run in. It's the easiest way. Plus then you can run out. Like I said, build a base. If you don't build a base and you go into the plains, you are gonna die. You're gonna die and you're gonna lose all your shit because it's gonna take you like 12 bodies to get back there. I mean, even this guy naked with a dagger ain't tough. So, you know what I'm saying? He can have a black metal sword. If he's naked, the goblins will eat him for breakfast. And they're waiting for you. Once they've killed you, oh yeah, they just stand there on your grave just waiting. They know you're coming back. This game can be evil sometimes. But hell yeah. Don't go to the plains. Dangerous. I think most people who have said they went there will tell you they went there by accident. It's like I was just sailing and I crashed into it without even thinking. That's how I ended up there. Don't do it. You definitely don't want to land there when you're not expecting to land there. Because you will definitely get fucked up. They will eat you alive. And they have like greeting parties on the shore just waiting for you. So you crash land, there'll be like 10 goblins on you in like a minute. And you're like, fuck. And all it'll take is one brute to be pounding on you with that big old hunk of tree. And then the other 5 of them are pounding on you with them little hammers and the fucking torch. And you're like, ah, that's it, you're done. You can't heal fast enough. There's just no way. You gotta like literally stealth the shit out of them dudes. Or you're fucked. It's a pain in the ass. I personally despise the plains, but I gotta go there every once in a while to get the friggin' black metal. You can't grow that, sadly. Because if you could, I'd grow it. But if you're smart, you can literally go to the edge of the Black Forest. Well, I mean, I'm sorry, the plains. Like, say you got a Black Forest button up against the plains. Build yourself a base in the Black Forest. And you sneak over to the edge of the plains. And you try to entice a few in. And basically just pick them off one by one. You just gotta, like, trap them, basically. You can snipe them that way. And then you can get black metal all day. But it's risky. You gotta pay attention. If your health gets low, you're dead. You'll run one time from that dude and he'll catch up to you with his little club and he'll beat the hell out of you. Laughing the whole time. And you'll hate yourself for it. Mainly because they're laughing at you the whole time. That goddamn goblin laugh will just drive you over the wall after a while. Sorry, I'm having a safety meeting at the same time here, so it's really... Yeah. It's roll a joint or play the game, so I had to roll a joint, sorry. Oh, he is. Actually, it's shut off because of the fact that it needs more coal. I'm going to fix that in about a jiff. Yeah, I macroed that shit because Papa ain't pushing the button 120 times. Whoop. Yeah. Papa ain't pushing that button 120 times. Of course, this guy don't want to do his job and put the shit in the goddamn hole. That's what she said. There we go. No, he's still... That's the thing with macros, you gotta check on them. Sometimes they get degraded over time. Yeah, they might grow after a while. But I won't complain. I've only had to push the button 3 times out of the 120, so that's not so bad. I'll take that. That's a mushroom. It's saying your mushroom diet is fading. Mm-hmm. But yeah, he's making brick. Like, every 20 minutes this guy's got too much metal. And the fact that I'm now in one right now, he's gonna have too much metal. I'm gonna have to like make a bunch of fucking weapons and shit tonight just to get rid of some of this iron. And right now someone out there's like, you couldn't give it to me. No, I can't. Join my server and I'll give you all the things you need. Not a problem. Ask Kevin, he'll tell you. I got a Home Depot built in this Valheim. Yeah, the Home Depot. That fucker's stocked, dude. I have so much overflow, it's crazy, dude. It's crazy. My overflow is insane. That's what I keep saying. It looks like a kind of game where you'd have grind. But dude, once you start playing, you get so much overflow that you'll have so much shit you won't know what to do with it all. And they're looking to update and fix that a little bit. But yeah, I say take advantage of it while you can, because they do. You're going to be struggling for shit. I mean, that's what I mean by prepared. I mean, I've got potions already whipped up. I've got food made. And I've got food of multiple levels. So it's like I can gain 60 hit points in one bite, or I can gain 25 hit points in a bite. Depends on what I want to do. And once you've got the food straightened away, you're pretty much set, because you can get your hit points up to like over 200. And that's tight. Once you get over 200 hit points, yeah, you're pretty much like immortal in this game. Then, well, not immortal, but then you can take on some goblins without really sweating it as much. And to get there, you need like blood pudding, some lox meat pies, maybe some serpent stew. That's turnip, but you want serpent stew. All those are like high level foods. You eat those, and yeah, I did it the other day, and I was like, holy hell, I had almost 250 hit points. I was like, that's probably the first time I ever got it that high. Well, that's it. You just got to pay attention to what you're eating, what you're doing, where you're at, who's there with you. I mean, look at it. This is all the guts from yesterday. I'm already creating a mad overflow of guts. Gold, forget it. I got so much fucking gold. It's disgusting. Rubies, pearls. I got tons. Yeah, these are strawberries here. No, these are rubies. Rubies, pearls, blocks of amber, gold. And that's nothing. That's he can't even, he's not allowed in the vault. He doesn't have access. None of my other characters have access to the vault. Only one character has access to the vault. I'm weird like that. Nope, can't even go in it. To put stuff down, he has to put it in a separate box, and my other character moves it. Yep. I've got probably almost 50k in gold. Because now with the new trader upgraded with another mod called Better Trader, or whatever I think it's called. I think it's Better Trader. Which I highly advise. You can have a sell and a buy list. My trader will buy a lot of your overflow. So you can sell it and you can make some money instead of just throwing it away and letting the server deal with it, which I think is even worse, technically. But oh, let's gab it. Now we can go kill some stuff. Look, it's daylight in the swamp, and it looks like a normal swamp, like in your backyard, except for those weird green things on the tree and that flaming dude over there. But don't look at those, and otherwise, it looks like pretty much a normal swamp. This is no, it's cold because he's a Stormbringer, and he brought the winter with him when he went through the gate. Now he's fine, but initially he gets the chills. But see, I mean, like literally, I can go make lunch right now, and nothing's gonna bother me up here. And the only thing that can really get to me are the wraiths, because they fly. And maybe a blob.
What's that thing in the water?
That's a leech. They're useless. You can't get to me, that's for sure. But yeah, so we pretty much right now own this spot. Nothing's gonna bother me here. The only way something in here is getting you is if you left something open and didn't kill all the monsters. One's loose in here somewhere. But I don't believe I did that, so I think we're all set. Just gotta figure out where the hell you left off, that's all. Okay. I know the same guy, Stormbringer. That's why I call him that, Stormbringer, because whenever he does that, Storm comes with him. I want to name another guy Stormbreaker, but we'll get there. My Viking RP is just coming all out now. It's getting everywhere. I gotta clean every day now. I think this is probably the grindiest this game gets, is having to do this. Having to mine anything, even outside in the mountains or anywhere. Mining is probably the grindiest this game gets. I could probably make one, but it takes multiple controls to move them around and stuff. But I can do it. With my knowledge from UO, I can make a macro to do anything. I can make a macro to play the game for me and stream, but you could macro your stream. They make avatars now, streaming avatars. So you don't have to have your physical face like I do. You can have an avatar instead, and it'll mimic your talking. I don't like that. Because I don't like that you're hiding. It's like, dude, what the hell? What are you doing? You go to the grocery store, right? What the hell are you hiding from? Why is it that you're shy? And it happened to me too, so I'm not like picking on nobody. But I was like, why is it that you're shy, like publicly speaking? Meanwhile, you'll go to a bar and say the craziest shit. You know, why is it that you have a problem being seen publicly, like say streaming on video? I mean, yet you'll go to the grocery store and be seen by hundreds of people. Not a problem. I don't know. It's just weird. Us humans, we're weird. And what I like to do when I'm done in a room, this way, when somebody else comes along, they know that this place is done. I turn all the lights off. Yeah. Well, that way I also know, because I can look back and be like, is there something in here? Oh, nope, it's dark. Okay. Well, I turn off all the torches and shit that way. I know I've completed that area. I do the same thing on the outside of the crypt. I kill the 2 torches, because then you can't see the crypt as well. Because you may as well not, it's empty. The only thing that's going to be down here is mushrooms. But they might fix that. They might make it so that the game, because it's not multiplayer set up. Because say I've got a server with 10 players on it, right? We all are hanging out in one spot because we like each other, and we're mining the hell out of crypts and swamps and shit because we all want stuff. Now they're empty. So now we just built our base here, our whole village. Now we have to take that and move it, because otherwise we have to keep boating shit back and forth, the portal in it. So they may fix that. I don't know. It's not really a game about like sitting in one spot and having a Viking life. That's not really what you're supposed to be doing. Well, yeah, I mean, technically you're supposed to be adventuring, finding the bosses, feeding them for Odin, and waiting for your next challenge from him. But technically, yeah, this isn't supposed to be like happy fun fucking time. But leave it to us people to turn it right into happy fun time. Alright, I'll catch you later, man. Thanks for stopping out. Oh yeah, good for you. End of this week, I'll probably get mine. Or at least I'll be open to it. If they'll give me one. And I'll scrape this shit off the walls. I don't care. The littlest amount of it I'll come after. You don't know where there's some iron scrap hiding. I mean, did you find it yet, Kevin? Are you still out there? Because, yeah, it should be right at the Thunder Store. The Thunder Store I.O. Such a pain in the butt. That's the only downside to using Valheim Plus is having to deal with it. I don't know, I think it's kind of worth it. Enhance the gameplay. You want to be fast to shooting at them because the first shot will shock them. And after that, they'll run away. So if you don't, and then they'll be out of range, and you have to go in there after them. And the blobs, especially, shooting poison at you, that sucks. You don't want to have to deal with that. And again, we have an open area. You got to check that. You can't. You don't know how open that is. And like I said, I start with the furthest ones in always, and just keep going in and in until I'm done, and then I work my way out. And I figured out that I know what the technique is for getting into the crypt without a key. But it's so stupid. It's all about clipping your video and it sucks. I don't want to do that. Basically, you're clipping your character through the gate by using you put a chair in front of the gate and you sit down. And if your guy clips through the gate at all, you can get in. I don't like that. I think that's cheap. I love this Viking clan that I share this to. I'm so grateful that they allow me to share it with them. The video. But the guy changes the name like every other day. It's so weird. But I understand. Having many pages is tough to come up with the right name, the right feel. One day you're sitting around with your Viking buddies and you're like, yeah, that should be the name. And then the next day you're sitting around with your Viking buddies and you're like, wait, no, that should be the name. I get it totally. Totally get it. Luckily I didn't have any of that, so I just picked a name and stuck with it. I can't say that's always good, though. Sometimes you get some sucky ones. Yeah, basically I just did this run just to show everybody a good technique for the swamp. I'm not going to say it's the only good technique. I know there are several, but this is how I do it, and I think it works really good. Not quite sure what I'll do tonight if we come on, which we probably will for a little while. But, we'll definitely think of something. You know what? Maybe we'll do some sea serpent hunting because I'd really like to make a bunch of those shields. I have a couple of them, I believe, but and don't speed run Valheim. There's no sense in that. That's not getting you anywhere. Valheim was never meant to be for speed running. It's meant to be taking your time and enjoy. They love to do that, them guys. Shit. He's got me pinned, too. Bastard. I think I'm overloaded, too. That's done, right? That's done, I think. This is the way out, right? Yeah, through this gate. It always makes you nervous when you hear shit, you know? Alright. Just wanted to know where out was. Now we'll stash all this shit. Oh man. I accidentally brought that coal back with me. That's alright. But I'll basically stay inside here until I blow out my picks. And I always bring a couple of top quality, because that way they last longer. And this will most likely dead end, so it's better to just get this shit out of the way, you know? And deal with the monsters on the way out. But yeah, this spring we're probably going to kick some Witcher and probably get back into some Sea of Thieves. Cyberpunk gave us a little left there for a while, and I don't personally see them updating well. I mean, it's going to be a nice update, but not much content's going to really be added. They're just cleaning up what's already there. You know, it's not like they're really, if you read the update, it's not that crazy. I've got it posted over at the Cyberpunk group. It's really just not, I mean, like I said, they're going to clean up a lot of what they already got, but it's not bringing a lot of new content or anything like that. So, I'm not excited. I'll tell you that right now. I don't know why. Probably because, I don't know why it was a pinned comment. I just addressed it. We didn't have to pin anything. Alright. So we're done in there. Kill the light. Like I said, I'll scrape the shit off the walls. You want every bit of it. You want to leave none behind for nobody. I mean, if you leave a crypt that's not finished, I'll pick that shit clean. I don't care. I didn't just sail all the way here to leave nothing behind. Alright, that's done, that's done. See, and a lot of them will end up being small, so like I say, you go all the way in and work your way out. It works out better, I think. This is dead, right? Okay. And we're done in here. That looks like. Nothing in that, right? Alright, moving on. Empty. There's nothing else in this room, right? I try to leave some sort of mark so people know that it's done. You know? I mean, if you see the gate open on the outside of the crypt, you pretty much know it's done, but that's not necessarily true. I'm sure I know where he is. Yeah. Exactly where I left him. And I would just take the rest of this. Yep, definitely got too much metal on me for sure. Oh, actually, it's the coal is what's killing me. That ain't helping. I always like to take out as much as I can at a time. You don't want to have to make 45 trips, you know? But that's it, it's like in and out. It's pretty simple, you don't have to go too crazy. Hell yeah. Oh, it's true. I can too. You know, I've been sitting here. I could literally. Uh, It's a nice pile. I work hard. More to mine in here, or was it just that? Oh, no, it's more mine. Okay, good, good, good. Probably not going to go much further, though. Oh, I'm done in here, right? Let's dump this shit off real quick, so I don't have it. Happy Monday, everybody. Dun, 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 dun. What I love about Valheim is mostly adults play it, and it's actually perfect because that's the kind of thing I like. I don't want to play with, not that I don't like kids, I just don't want to play video games with them. Got 2 piles in my area going, so I'll fill up a second pile, but that's all I'm taking. Bum, 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 bum. Poison potions and that's really all you need. I mean, a lot of people like stamina potions, but I don't bother. Twitch's favorite song. I mean, we'll probably stream a little Cyberpunk if when the update comes out. We'll check it out. A little disappointed. We're done again. That's it. Unless there's some more behind there. That's it. Nope, just mushrooms. Oh no. I don't know why it even goes to that there. That's it. That way it just signifies it's done. That way you don't keep coming back to it and nobody else comes back to it thinking, hey, there's a crypt. Killed all the lights. I don't know, I like to do that when I go to different places. That way people aren't like backtracking me. And finding nothing. Just a lot of more.
You've got the inventory testing once and for all on a global basis.
Plus, by coming back and forth here, he rests. So it's good for him. Oh, I heard a skeleton somewhere. You won't need it anyway, the fucking thing's right there. Next. You can't get to us, so. Always set this up right away, because that way if you die, you got a way back. Right away. And then he's ready to go. So if he dies, he'll spawn back in his bed. He can take the kid, get back in his bed to here. Done. Already linked. There we go. lot of bones in this one. Okay. Let's go another one here. Yeah, he died. He's a very jerk. Pest. It'll be fine. Well, you don't think they'd farm us if they could? off Alexa's intro sausages. What can I tell you? Sneak attacks, he just wipes them out. Look at that. the harvesting with a driver. Like I said, I got this place, and then I got a place set up over here already. I got this one, and I got all this.